Stephen Colbert tried to mock Karoline Leavitt, but she turned the stage into her show. Tonight, the late-night lights were bright, the audience was roaring, and Stephen Colbert thought he was about to deliver one of his classic, sharp-edged takedowns. But what he didn't expect was Karoline Leavitt walking in with enough fire, confidence, and political stage presence to flip the entire script. This wasn't just an interview. It was a showdown. Grab your popcorn, because you're about to witness the moment Colbert tried to mock her, and she made him regret it. Act 1, the setup. Colbert loads the joke, the crowd waits for the punchline. The CBS studio lights shimmered across the stage like a Broadway set ready for a grand performance. Stephen Colbert stepped out with that signature grin, the sly, knowing smile he flashes right before he drops a joke that sends the audience into hysterics. He shuffled his cards, adjusted his glasses, and leaned into his desk with the confidence of a man who had roasted hundreds of politicians before. The audience buzzed, they knew the format. Colbert sets the trap. Guest walks in. Jokes land. Crowd laughs. But this time, something was different. Karoline Leavitt walked onto the stage like she was stepping into a spotlight she'd owned for years, chin up, shoulders strong, wearing an expression that said, "I didn't come here to play your game. I came to rewrite it." The audience clapped. Colbert smirked. The air cracked like static. It was showtime. Act 2, the first jab. Colbert launches, and misses. Colbert started with a familiar move, the playful jab disguised as a harmless joke. He raised an eyebrow, tilted his head, and fired off a line meant to earn easy laughs at Karoline's expense. But Karoline didn't flinch, didn't blink, didn't play along. Instead, she tilted her head right back, mirroring his body language so perfectly it was almost theatrical, and delivered a clean, razor-sharp comeback that made the crowd gasp before they laughed. It wasn't mean, it wasn't defensive, it was precise, an elegant checkmate. Colbert blinked. For the first time that night, he slipped out of character. Act 3, Karoline steals the spotlight. Once she started speaking, the energy shifted. Colbert kept tossing jokes, but they landed softer, weaker. Karoline countered each one with something sharper, bolder, more unexpected. She didn't just answer him. She flipped the conversation. She turned what was meant to be satire into a serious, commanding dialogue, without losing her cool, without raising her voice, without breaking a smile. At one point, she dropped a line so clean, so perfectly timed, the audience didn't know whether to laugh, clap, or gasp. And that's when the shift became undeniable. This wasn't Colbert's segment anymore. This was Karoline's performance. Act 4, the moment everyone talks about. Every great Broadway drama has a turning point, the exact second the audience realizes the power dynamics have switched. And then it happened. Karoline leaned back, folded her hands, and delivered a final comeback that was so confidently delivered, so unexpected, that Colbert literally paused mid-sentence. The audience burst into applause. Colbert tried to reel the moment back, but it was too late. Karoline had already taken the spotlight. And she wasn't giving it back. Act 5, curtain call. Colbert laughs, but she wins. By the end of the segment, Colbert was smiling, but not with that, "I just roasted another political guest," grin. No. This was the smile of a man who realized he'd just been outplayed on his own stage. Karoline walked off with the confidence of someone who came to deliver a message, and delivered it loudly without ever raising her voice. And the audience, they weren't just entertained, they were electrified. The curtain fell. The drama lingered. Broadway would have been proud. And just like that, the late-night script flipped itself. Stephen Colbert tried to mock Karoline Leavitt, but she turned the interview into a masterclass in confidence and composure. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more political showdowns, and tell me in the comments, who really won this interview. Because from where I'm sitting, it looked like Karoline walked out with the mic drop.